I've been there. You spot a treadmill on sale for half the price of a well-known brand, you think you're snagging a bargain, and then the first week feels like you've bought a noisy piece of garage equipment that rattles every time you step on it. That regret is what makes me pause before I click add to cart, especially when the goal is a home gym that actually works for you day after day. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The question with the WELLFIT 15% Auto Incline Treadmill is whether the extra cost over those cheap knockoffs translates into a smarter, less painful purchase. When I first unboxed the WELLFIT, the biggest thing that struck me was how it folded. The frame hinges down in under a minute, and the wheels let you roll it into a closet or under a bed. For anyone living in a one-bedroom apartment or a house where the spare room doubles as a home office, that kind of space-saving design isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a deal-breaker. I tested the folding mechanism a few times during a 2-week trial, and each time it felt smooth, not like a clunky garage door system that needs a wrench. That said, the folded footprint is still about the size of a large coffee table, so if you have a truly tiny studio you'll still need a dedicated corner. The motor is a 5.0 HP brushless unit that the manufacturer markets as whisper quiet. In practice, the sound level sits somewhere between a quiet dishwasher and a low-volume ceiling fan. I ran it at a 6 miles per hour jog for 30 minutes while my partner was on a conference call in the next room, and the conversation went on without any complaints. The quiet operation is a real win for shared living spaces, but it does come with a trade-off. The motor doesn't have that deep, low-frequency rumble that some users find motivating. If you love the feeling of a heavy-duty machine humming beneath you, this one feels a touch lighter, though that's a minor point compared to the overall noise level. Incline is where the WELLFIT tries to set itself apart. The auto incline can adjust from 0% to 15% in 10-second increments, and the treadmill cycles through that range automatically during the hill program. For a commuter who wants to simulate a hilly route without leaving the house, that feature is gold. I programmed a 20-minute session where the incline rose gradually, and the transition was smooth, no jolting jerks that would throw off your stride. The downside is that the incline only moves when the program tells it to, there's no manual override button on the console. If you're the type who likes to crank the hill up on a whim during a sprint interval, you'll find yourself reaching for the app instead. Speaking of the app, the WELLFIT syncs to a Bluetooth-enabled phone and displays speed, distance, heart rate, and calories burned on a 90-degree swivel LED screen. The display is bright enough to read from across the room, and the swivel function means you can angle it toward you or away, depending on where you're looking. The real-time heart rate monitoring works via the handlebars, and the sensor is accurate enough for casual cardio sessions. I saw my numbers match a chest strap within a 5-beat margin. What the app doesn't do is offer advanced training plans or community leaderboards, which you'll find on higher-priced models. If you're looking for a treadmill that plugs you straight into a virtual race or a coach-driven program, you'll need to look elsewhere. The running surface measures 5,520 inches, which is generous for most walkers and joggers. My wife, who is 5'8", found the width comfortable even when she was doing a brisk walk with a slight side-to-side sway. Taller runners, especially those over 6 feet, might feel a little cramped on the length during a longer stride, but for anyone whose daily mileage stays under 3 miles, the surface is more than adequate. The deck feels firm but not overly hard, a balance that reduces joint impact without sacrificing the solid feel some athletes crave. Now, let's talk about who should actually consider buying this treadmill. First, the apartment dweller who wants a treadmill that won't dominate the living room is a perfect fit. The folding mechanism, quiet motor, and moderate footprint make it a realistic option for small spaces. Second, the casual runner or walker who wants a bit of variety like auto incline hills without paying premium prices will appreciate the 12 preset programs, especially the hill and fat burn modes that automatically vary the slope. Third, anyone who values a built-in heart rate sensor and basic app connectivity for tracking progress will find the WELLFIT's offering solid enough for day-to-day motivation. On the flip side, if you're a serious marathon trainee who logs 10+ miles a day, the 55-inch belt length could become limiting, and the lack of advanced coaching features may feel like a step back. Also, if you thrive on the visceral feedback of a heavy, industrial-grade motor, the quieter brushless unit might feel underpowered. Finally, for those who expect a fully integrated ecosystem, think live-streamed classes, social leaderboards, and automated workout adjustments.